Hello and welcome. I am Alan, and today forgot what we was going to talk about. I know it was something. Oh yes, it slipped my mind for a moment. But we are going to talk about something a little closer to home. I live in a very, very rural area, and all the medical facilities, well, the majority of them, are now owned under one group, Banner Medical Group, Ballad Medical Group. Cannot talk. But they used to be they formed after Wellmont Medical and Mountain States Medical Group um, combined, which were the two big medical organizations in the region. Now you've essentially got no other options. It's become a monopoly. And here's the bad thing. I know I've spoke to you all before about Ballad, but there's really no other options except maybe a handful. Not even a handful. I think the Health Wagon, which is more of a charitable organization to help provide health care to the area, that's one option. Other than that, I don't think there is another healthcare facility in the region that isn't owned by Ballad. But it seems like since they combined, they've become an organization of greed. Because I know for a fact they went after people for bills of only $6, $7. I've got one right now, $8. I was sued because I was poor. I had no money, nothing I could do. Oh, but I couldn't pay my bills, so screw you. We want our money. And that's how they've been treating people. It's become one of the main issues in this region. So yeah, this is why capitalism is a bad idea in healthcare. Because they've started going crazy over the money. Number two, they're not treating employees very well. We know for a fact that multiple doctors, nurses are leaving the area to find jobs elsewhere. We know they are taking away the abilities of some facilities to even help. And where it's a rural area, you have to travel a ways out of your way to get to the next facility. It's not like uh, heavily populated cities where every so often you've got something. In these areas, you have to travel away to hit the next facility. And it feels like they're trying to concentrate all the hospital beds and facilities into certain areas. I know of one hospital, I think it's called Mountain View now. It used to be called St. Mary's, but they took all the hospital beds out of it. You no longer can be treated there if you have an incident. You could go there, you could talk to a doctor, but you can't be like admitted into the hospital to stay and be treated. You have to go elsewhere. Luckily, there just happens to be another one in that same city. But otherwise, you have to go a ways. Ballad is getting greedy over the money. It's losing employees. It doesn't care about properly treating patients, because we've also had stories of patients not getting the treatment they need or being treated. This is a case of capitalism being a failure for healthcare. Oh, we got to save money here. Oh, we got to organize the money here. And like I said, it's monopolized the healthcare facilities, Wellmont and Mountain States. That was it. Mountain States Health Alliance was the name of the group, and Wellmont Medical Group. This, like I said, it mainly affects only the people that live where I live. But this is the kind of problem we have. And it's more or less telling the poor, screw you, you're poor. We're going to move everything into more populated areas where people have more money. Screw you for living out in the sticks and having no money. That's essentially what they've told us, without using those words. It has become a bit of a crisis, and it needs serious attention. And I know I'm not the only one extremely dissatisfied. I know I've got my own issues, and people can look at them and go, well, you've got a personal vendetta because they sued you. Yes, they did. I'll admit it. But it's not out of, you know, feeling the need to be angry and cause havoc for them. It's pointing out facts. I know a lot of people can look at that and go, no, it isn't. But truth is, they're screwing up the area and what should have been a wonderful idea, so that Mountain States and Wellmont could work together under one organization. But for some reason, it's suddenly all about the money. They don't care about the people. And honestly, we need another group that will force them to straighten up. Will push back on them. Because they act like they shouldn't be challenged whatsoever. And I know this is a different type of video than my normal videos, but I felt it was necessary to point out, even though evil's been happening in this country all over the place, to point out some of the evil that is going on in my own backyard. And so that's what I've decided to do. Put their name out there and let everybody know who they are and what they have done. They have made healthcare a much more dire emergency. So yes, Ballad, the people are getting tired of being jerked around just because you're the monopoly of the area. You need to start treating people properly. Why are you suddenly this money-grubbing monster? You know, it's just wrong. This is why I think we need some form of single payer where you skip the insurance systems and the medical facilities, prescription drugs, all of it is run through a government-based organization. We're the only first world nation, not only nation, only first world nation. There's a lot of idiots who want to try to use that argument. They don't understand. We're the only first world nation that has a purely capitalist healthcare system. The other first world nations of the world, as again, that's the main phrase, first world nations of the world, have some level of nationalized healthcare. And it actually works pretty damn well. Our healthcare has been steadily falling because of the capitalist treatment. And Ballad has become further proof of this. So, maybe it's time we push back on them. But I just wanted to say that and let you know what's going on. But, as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. I'll see you all again in the next video. But until then, later.